Welcome to the battlefield of brains, where strategy meets chaos and every move burns with intensity. Watch grandmasters clash, pieces fall, and legends rise. Hikaru pushes d4 forward, like a bold spear into the center, declaring he wants immediate space and dynamic battlefield control. Wesley answers with nf6, a calm warrior stepping out, probing Hikaru's intentions while preparing flexible counterattacking structures. Hikaru develops c4, widening his central grip and stretching Wesley's defenses, as if tightening a strategic noose early on. Wesley responds with g6, summoning his fianchetto bishop and signaling a dark square campaign ready to challenge Hikaru's ambitions. Hikaru brings out nc3, reinforcing central pressure and preparing a mobile formation that could explode into tactics at any moment. Wesley slides bj7 into position, sharpening the dragon-like bishop's gaze straight through the center, daring Hikaru to advance recklessly. Hikaru marches a4 forward, boldly claiming even more territory, and sculpting a powerful pawn duo demanding Wesley's utmost respect. Wesley steadies his structure with z6, forming a compact fortress designed to weather storms and unleash timely counterstrikes. Hikaru develops nf3, tightening coordination and preparing to support central confrontations where initiative and tempo become everything. Wesley castles short, whisking his king to safety and signaling readiness to strike back with energy and precision when needed. Hikaru places b2 calmly, setting up harmonious development while keeping tactical surprises hidden behind an innocent posture. Wesley thrusts f5 forward, challenging Hikaru's center directly and hinting at explosive confrontations simmering beneath the board. Hikaru castles, anchoring his king securely and preparing his forces for the impending storms Wesley seems eager to summon. Wesley plays n6, adding more central weight and eyeing potential jumps that could disrupt Hikaru's meticulously crafted structure. Hikaru pushes d5 aggressively, slamming territory forward and squeezing Wesley's pieces, demanding immediate responses to shifting lines. Wesley answers with n7, rerouting the knight creatively toward more useful squares to counter Hikaru's bold space-grabbing advance. Hikaru retreats na1, a mysterious backward step preparing hidden plans and restructuring his pieces for longer-term pressure. Wesley counters with n7, coordinating his knights defensively while preparing latent counterplay aimed directly at Hikaru's center. Hikaru reinforces with f3, strengthening a4 and preparing a stable platform for upcoming central storms and dynamic breakthroughs. Wesley strikes with f5, launching a ferocious pawn assault at Hikaru's center, signaling the start of a brutal strategic clash. Hikaru develops b3, placing the bishop on an active post to shield the center and prepare future clashes against Wesley's mounting pressure. Wesley snaps forward with Fawa, a razor-sharp thrust that punches into Hikaru's structure and forces immediate tactical reconsiderations. Hikaru calmly retreats bf2, preserving the bishop while regrouping for a potential counterattack against Wesley's increasingly aggressive setup. Wesley advances g5, a savage wing push ripping open lines and announcing he's ready to unleash violent kingside operations. Hikaru responds with nd3, rerouting the knight into a sturdy outpost prepared to confront Wesley's surging pawn storm head-on. Wesley deployed nh6, bringing another attacker toward Hikaru's kingside and tightening the noose around several weakening light squares. Hikaru drives c5 forward, striking the queenside with surprising energy and forcing Wesley to juggle threats across both flanks. Wesley steadies with nf6, repositioning the knight toward critical defensive and counterattacking roles as tension escalates dangerously. Hikaru activates recon, lining up the rook with the c-file and hinting at deeper infiltration once the position cracks open. Wesley plays rf7, reinforcing the kingside attack and preparing heavy artillery to swing into action with brutal effectiveness. Hikaru steps corner, tucking the king away from looming dark square tactics and bracing for Wesley's relentless storm. Wesley marches h5, adding more fuel to the fiery assault and threatening to pry open Hikaru's kingside sanctuary. Hikaru captures c8 next, slicing open the center and hoping to interfere with Wesley's coordination, while creating counterplay possibilities. Wesley replies with c8 recapturing firmly and restoring stability while maintaining his powerful attacking pawn structure. Hikaru hops nb5, introducing immediate queenside threats and forcing Wesley to respect both tactical fronts simultaneously. Wesley coolly plays a6, kicking back the intrusive knight and tightening his grip on essential dark square routes. Hikaru retreats na3, trying to reposition the knight toward more meaningful squares, while Wesley keeps increasing the pressure. Wesley pushes b5, sighting queenside space and preparing potential breakthroughs that could complement his scorching kingside attack. Hikaru activates r6, dropping the rook deep into enemy territory and attempting to disrupt Wesley's plans from within. Wesley counters with g4, a brutal pawn spear aimed at shattering Hikaru's defenses and tearing open lines toward the king. Hikaru plays qc2, bringing the queen closer to the battlefield's heart, reinforcing threats while keeping watch on Wesley's swelling kingside pressure. Wesley answers with coup-fight, quietly centralizing his queen to coordinate the attack and sharpen every tactical blade aimed at Hikaru's king. Hikaru doubles with Archon, tightening control of the c-file and hoping coordinated pressure can disrupt Wesley's fearsome attacking momentum. Wesley develops bd7, calmly mobilizing another piece to join the assault and weaving a deadly net around Hikaru's weakening defenses. Hikaru strikes with rc7, infiltrating deep and trying to create chaos, forcing Wesley to juggle dangerous threats on multiple fronts. Wesley responds bh6, bringing the bishop into the attack with venom, eyeing soft squares that could crumble Hikaru's kingside shelter. Hikaru plays b1, retreating strategically to reinforce defenses and prepare hidden resources as Wesley's attack grows terrifying. Wesley thrusts h4 forward, ripping lines open with ruthless intent and preparing to unleash a wave of tactical devastation. Hikaru captures fxd4, trying desperately to deflect some firepower and create counter chances before Wesley's assault fully detonates. Wesley strikes with f3, a shocking penetration that blasts through Hikaru's kingside structure and exposes frightening tactical possibilities. Hikaru answers gxf3, grabbing material but further weakening his defenses, hoping the trade buys precious breathing room. Wesley unleashes Nexefor, a powerful sacrifice-like strike that detonates the center and drags Hikaru into deadly complications. Hikaru plays Ardon, scrambling to reinforce key files and cling to defensive coordination amid Wesley's surging tactical avalanche. Wesley counters with RxF3, a thunderous rook, sacrifice smashing open Hikaru's king position and intensifying the unfolding chaos. Hikaru captures RSD7, grabbing material and desperately trying to relieve pressure, while Wesley's pieces swarm with unstoppable energy. Wesley fires RFNL, a decisive forcing move dragging Hikaru's king into the open and tightening the noose around him. Hikaru plays KJ2O, stepping into the storm as he searches for elusive escape routes through Wesley's merciless tactical web. Wesley responds B3, placing the bishop with lethal precision and cutting off Hikaru's king from any remaining safe haven. Hikaru plays BG3, trying to introduce defensive resistance while clinging to fragile hope against Wesley's increasingly overwhelming attack. Wesley replies HXD3, smashing through another defender and opening direct lines toward Hikaru's exposed and rapidly collapsing king. Hikaru strikes with RxF1, trying to trade attackers and desperately carve breathing space as Wesley's deadly formation closes in relentlessly. Wesley answers with NH4E, a vicious knight check that shoves Hikaru's king deeper into chaos and heightens the suffocating pressure. Hikaru retreats to KJ3, stumbling into darker territory as he searches for safety, while Wesley's pieces circle like hungry predators. Wesley delivers QAH6, placing the queen menacingly close and weaving a mating net that tightens with every precise attacking move. Hikaru pushes G5, flinging a pawn forward in panic-driven defiance, hoping to break lines before Wesley's attack becomes fatal. Wesley captures NXDSE, a brutal check that tears open Hikaru's defenses further and keeps the king trapped in terrifying crossfire. Hikaru rushes to KG4, running wildly into enemy territory as he searches for impossible shelter from Wesley's unstoppable assault. Wesley hammers with NHK3, tightening the mating web and coordinating every piece with deadly accuracy, aimed straight at Hikaru's fleeing king. Hikaru tries NF2, bringing a knight back desperately to block lines and delay Wesley's lethal threats for even a moment. Wesley drops QH4C, unleashing another forcing check that drives Hikaru's king closer to doom and leaves his defenses nearly shattered. Hikaru steps to K5, darting forward into open fire hoping for miracle escapes, yet Wesley's forces remain perfectly positioned. Wesley answers our fight, delivering a calm, crushing check that corrals Hikaru's king and prepares the final sequence of devastation. Hikaru staggers to KD6, running deeper into danger as Wesley's coordinated army tightens around him, like an inescapable steel trap, but got. Wesley follows with RF6, another precise hammer blow driving Hikaru's king into the jaws of a beautifully orchestrated mating net. Hikaru captures Chaos F6, grabbing the rook out of sheer necessity, though his king now stands exposed to Wesley's final strikes. Wesley strikes with Nefer, a powerful knight check forcing Hikaru back and tightening the final knot around the doomed monarch. Hikaru flees to KG6, but his path is sealed, and every escape route has been meticulously closed, by Wesley's perfect coordination. Wesley ends with QG5 hash, a majestic finishing blow that crowns his attack, and leaves Hikaru's wandering king with no escape. I'll end the video here. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep finding the best and newest videos to share with you. Thank you so much, and I wish you all happiness and good health.